What's up, everybody? Phoenix Night Driver here, and today I'm doing a video about the Uber Beacon. I got mine in the mail today. I'm probably slapping pretty hard. If you've watched any of my previous streams, you know I like to clap my hands a lot. I got my Uber Beacon in the mail today. I also got a Postmates card. I recently signed up for Postmates. So I wanted to just kind of unbox that and show y'all what it entails, and I wanted to get it installed so y'all could see what that's like from a driver slash passenger perspective. So let's go ahead and start with also I noticed I am out of focus, so I'm going to try and sit back here as much as possible. I believe my dashboard area is in focus, and that's going to be a bit more important as we get going. So sorry that I'm out of focus, but yeah, I'm doing this all in my car, and there's only so much depth of field that I can capture right now. I'm still learning the camera. So we're gonna start here. You see, we got our little Postmates card. So this is really gonna be a pretty simple thing. The way Postmates works is that you can get prepaid items like from McDonald's or from restaurants or whatever. Those are usually prepaid, but you can also buy the items for people. So, you know, if they are like, hey, I ordered a 12 pack of soda and some candy from a gas station. I say that because I've watched some YouTube videos where that's what people ordered. Then you can go in there, the person will have that stuff ready, and you just come in and you pay for it. I don't know if this part is like Instacart. Like, I don't know if people order groceries through Postmates, and if they do, if you're expected to go shopping for it. Like, I don't know how all that works. And I'm gonna do a video later when I've got more of an idea about how Postmates works, about that whole process, and how much of that I have to do, if any. But you can see here, I'm not gonna flash the card on camera, but you can see that I got a Postmates card. I'm kind of hiding it as much as possible. But you know, it's just a little card. It's just like the debit cards you get for the bank. Only card that earns you money. Yeah, that's it. So that's what this is. I'd love to show more than that. Here's what I can tell you about the card. It's got a number on it. It's got a Visa Business. It's got a name that is not your name. So it is a business type name. So it's not like, you know, you shouldn't be accidentally mistaking this card for anything. Other than that, it looks like a regular debit card. It is not a chip. It's a swipe card. So we'll just go ahead and set that there. And let's go ahead and get into the important part, which is the unlocking of the unboxing of the Uber video. I'm noticing my stream might be struggling a little bit. I'm going to check it on my phone real quick. Because if it is struggling, this might all be for naught. So just give me a sec to pull this up. Let's see. I'm using my cell phone as my router. It looks like it's working. It might just be my computer. But anyways, we're gonna just go ahead and move on. I'm hoping that it's not delayed by too much. So here we got the box. Pretty simple box. You can see that this is kind of a small deal here. You know, it's not very big. So it's not going to take up a lot of space. It may you know, cover up this part where I can see my miles to go on my gas tank, but you know, with the right angle it shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and just toss that down there. All right, so here's what we got. We got this box, pretty Uberish box, if you will. I'm really hugging this steering wheel because I'm trying to stay on focus as much as I can. But we've got this Uberish box. It says Uber on it. It's black. You know, it kind of fits their profile. Right there. Your Beacon. So I feel like they probably overspent money on this, but I feel like they're also trying to give that upper quality kind of, you know, like feel. They want you to feel like it's sleek. It's got that Uber vibe. let's just say that it's got that Uber vibe. Not to the point where I feel like it's going to take 50% of my earnings, but just that marketing personality that Uber puts out. That's definitely part of this box. Whoop. So, and then we're gonna open it, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Up here it says, on long trips and late nights during rush hours and airport pickups, you go above and beyond. We hope the new beacon brightens your road ahead. Start by connecting your beacon to a power source to turn on. So if you saw my other video where I talked about getting the beacon and I showed, I tried to show on my phone the process for that. One of the things that they indicated is that the beacon is for diamond and platinum and diamond level drivers. And I talked to one driver through Twitter. We exchanged some tweets, and he's also a platinum or diamond level driver, and he's on his way to re-earning. He may have already gotten to that point. But he definitely has done more than me, but he did not get an Uber Beacon indicator, and I'm not exactly sure why. I just noticed something here. I'm gonna do something. It's gonna feel kind of funny, and I apologize. Oops, that's not it. I have this set up for when I'm streaming in my house, and so I look like I'm in Britain. So let's fix that. There we go. Now you can probably read Uber the way it's meant to be read. So anyway, what he said is, he didn't get one of these. He didn't get an indicator. So I don't know what made me. My theory is that because I tested the car top display, they felt like I would be somebody who's willing to test this item. So that's where we are now. I have one. Hopefully it'll roll out to more people that have earned it by being platinum and diamond drivers. I don't know what other criteria they could possibly have. Maybe, you got to keep above a 4.0 rating or 4.5 rating, or 4.9590, whatever rating. I think he's a 5-star. I think I'm at 4.95 or something like that. The guy that threw up on my car, I'm pretty sure, rated me low because I charged him. And yeah, we won't get into that. We're here to talk about the Uber Beacon. So, gonna pull this part out first. So this is pretty simple. It's, very lightweight. You can see here, like that's what it can cover. I'm probably not gonna put it there. I'll probably put it up here. And I might take these off once it's installed. It's just gonna flood the camera with light, so I don't know if I really wanna do that. It seems a little excessive. I'm also noticing I'm definitely out of focus, and I might go try and do something about that. But anyway, yeah, it could probably just fit right there. And apparently people can see it, and maybe it'll fit like that, so Uber's facing outward. That's my guess. I've seen some people with Uber displays, electronic Uber displays, and I've always wondered if those were ever provided by Uber, or if those were just something that somebody sold and made. I don't know, but that's what I saw. Anyway, gonna move back on to the boxing here. Underneath that is a little card, and it tells you what's inside. So we've got the logo and the screen. Where did I set it? Oh. So the logo where it says Uber, and then this is apparently the screen. So this is gonna be inside your vehicle with the logo facing outward, like I said, which makes sense. And then we've got a magnetic base, a USB cable, a car charger, and then dashboard installation, Bluetooth pairing instructions, and then on the back it says, let's go. So let's go. Let's pull out the rest of this. So here we've got these things. Nice long charging cable. I like that. I definitely like that this is a long charging cable. I got the, oh my gosh, what's this thing called? Play Octopus tablet. That came with a decent sized charging cable. and that was good. But then I bought, like you can see right here, I bought this magnetic base, and I think I bought it. No, it came with the long charging cable. I feel like there was something I got recently that just did not have a charging cable that did what it was supposed to do, and I had to replace it. Um, but everything I can think of that's in this vehicle is good to go. So I could be wrong, but we got the long charging cable. I like the length of that. We've got the plug-in, which I'll probably just put right there because I'm using all of my plugs. So probably won't plug that into where it'll eventually go. But at least for this, I can plug it in using my alternate cigarette lighter. And then we've got the magnetic base. And here's what the magnetic base, it says on the back, face toward windshield, peel to mount. So apparently this is gonna go like that. And then it's a magnetic base. Yeah, it's magnetic. Apparently there's metal in my windshield things. So the magnet works. And now one thing that it did say to make sure, oh, that was this thing, to make sure you did is don't have it too close to a starter. That hasn't been a problem with this, so this definitely shouldn't be a problem. I mean, you saw me put it here, and it hasn't interfered with my vehicle operation in any kind of way. So there you go. It locks in. There's a little groove here on the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but there's a groove, and I feel like this thing just fits snugly right into that groove. Like that, I guess. That's pretty solid. Like, this is a pretty solid magnet. It's I guess you could describe it as heavy. It's very firm. I'm not worried about this thing flying off at all. And honestly, I'm not even worried about it flying off if something were to happen. This is a pretty solid magnet. It feels stronger than my car mount, my phone mount magnet, and my phone mount magnet holds pretty well. So this feels way stronger than that. I feel like this is a very solid piece. So let's get on with the instructions here. It says connect your beacon to its base, which we did. Center on dashboard with logo facing out so the screen is visible to riders. So don't put it where I first put it because then riders won't see it. Oh, well, riders, so they would still see it, yeah. Peel sticker off the bottom and press firmly to dashboard, and then plug in beacon using the car charger, which I will plug in the beacon, yeah, using the car charger. So anyway, I'm gonna just move this little thing back to there. All right, so peel to mount. It says peel to mount right there. Little rectangle. Middle is hollow, I guess, not really the word. And then I'm just gonna slide. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here. And I'm gonna just do a fling thing here. Sorry if that's really gonna create a weird light thing, so sorry about that. Let me see what that looks like. Nah, we'll leave this one in place because it gives us a little bit. But we're gonna go ahead and install this right here. I think that's pretty close to center. Push down firmly. Now the top of the magnet is curved. So I can actually, I don't know if you can see when I installed it, but I can actually slide this forward and back to get a better angle, what I feel like is the best angle for things. And then, yeah, you can, it doesn't move. It's sticking pretty well. Now I'm going to say this. I'm in Arizona, Uber. I don't know if you've been in Phoenix, Arizona in 120-degree temperatures with something that's supposed to stick to your dashboard, but it doesn't always stick. Now, the biggest problem I've had is with stuff that's supposed to stick to the windshield, but I've had stuff that sticks, to this part of the vehicle, and it's come off before too. So we're gonna see. This is kind of small. It seems pretty firm. It seems pretty set. Hopefully I don't have to do a video come July or August about how my Uber Beacon slid off my dashboard because the heat melted the glue. But that's a thing. We'll deal with that when we get to it. All right, so the next thing it said to do was to, what did it say? Plug in Beacon using the car charger. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and plug in the Beacon using the car charger. All right, so there's that. Well, I closed something that I did not mean to close. Hoping I'm still live. All right. Where is... Here we go. So, we got these parts here. Put them together. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit worried. I was trying to check the status and make sure the stream was working properly. And now I'm worried that I can't do that. Let's see. Should just pull up my live feed. There we go. All right. So it looks like I'm back. All right, so what we got here, got this now inside my little compartment right here. I'm using it currently to charge my phone, but plug this in, feels nice and snug. Run my cable through and plug it in right here. Now the cable that they use, it's a micro USB cable. I'm sure you can't see that on camera, but it's like the old Android, and you can see here it says open app. So let's go ahead and get to that step. Hello. Open app. So before I get to the opening app, it's using a micro USB port, which is an old Android and Samsung style phone charging port. That's what it's using right now. That doesn't usually work for a lot of things, but this seems like a very lightweight electronic use device. So I think it'll actually work. Cable seems to be plenty long. We'll see when I gotta plug it into my actual power strip that I carry in here and see if it actually reaches that far. One thing I'm not happy about is that I've got all this cable right here, and then I'm gonna have to figure out how to, you know, weave it down, and I'm gonna have to get some more of these display things to kind of, you know, make it look a little bit presentable. It's gonna honestly look a little ugly. I don't see any way to have this come out of here where it doesn't look unpresentable. So that is what it is. If I had to critique in this moment, this display, what I would say is that it needs a solar panel. You know, like the old calculators that we used to have in school, if you're as old as me, and you had a solar panel powered calculator, a light powered calculator. I feel like if this is as lightweight as it seems to be, then that should work. Or just simply a longer cable. I am probably going to eventually go out and buy a just ridiculously long cable, probably a 10-foot cable that I can run this along down the dash and along the door into my power strip. But as it is right now, it just kind of hangs here dangling. And it's my guess that this doesn't have a battery in it, so I can't unplug this at any point in time. All right, well, it said before, I'm assuming it's still getting the power. Let me unplug and plug it back in. All right, and it told me to go ahead and open my app. So let's go ahead and do that. Open my app. There's a nice hotspot near me that I'm missing right now. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to the little picture at the top. I'm going to account, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things down for me. it says beacon, and it may be different for other people. So I hit beacon, and it's only got one option when I hit beacon. It says pair beacon. So let's go ahead and hit pair. It says it looks like your phone's Bluetooth is off. It is. So let's turn it on. Pairing your beacon. So it brought up my Bluetooth list. Uber Beacon is an option. You can see it lit it up. I tapped it. Got a check mark from the beacon. It says ready to go. My phone says it's still pairing. So I'm going to wait until it is done, or I'm going to at least give it a little bit. But apparently I'm ready to go. And now a new option has shown up, and it says brightness. And I can adjust frame brightness. You'll probably see a change here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a change in the brightness on the frame. You probably see it a little bit reflecting off of that thing there. And then screen brightness, I'm not noticing any changes, but that may just be because nothing's going on. And now the brightness thing went away. Oh, there we go. Hello, open app. My app's open, bro. There we go. Ready to go. Let's see if I can affect. So that's another thing. There's not an always on option for the display. So if I want to change the screen brightness because I feel like it's too bright, you know, I'm not going to be able to really do that unless there's something showing up, or I'm going to have to just guess at what the brightness is, and the same goes for the frame. Now it's not really nighttime. You can tell it's getting a little bit darker outside, and it's getting a little bit cloudy outside, which might be contributing. I don't feel like this is too bright, but when you're driving at night, which I do a lot of, that could change. So that's something where this brightness, I think, will come in handy. I am probably going to want to do that. The other option, by the way, when you hit the beacon is to unpair your beacon. So you can adjust the brightness of both the outside and the screen that shows, and then you can unpair it. So I'm not going to turn this on. I'm not ready to drive, especially not with a camera, microphone, and computer all inside my car. I'm ready to drive because I need to get out there tonight. Clearly, there's a lot of activity going on, but I'm not ready to drive right now. I got to get my car cleaned out. So I'm not going to be able to like do much more than that. So watch for a future, in a future stream. I'll talk a little bit about this experience. There was something in the documentation that I read that made me believe that this possibly might give me arrow indicators on how to get to the passenger. And supposedly this is supposed to make it easier for my passengers to find me and for me to get to my passengers. According to the documentation, there was some vague language that made it seem like this will make it easier to pinpoint where I'm supposed to be to pick up a passenger. I don't know if that'll be the case. I will definitely talk about that if that turns out to be true, or if it turns out to be false and I have to just completely ignore whatever indicator that this thing gives. Also, these side things are supposed to light up in different colors, you know, red, yellow, blue, white, red, green, whatever, so that passengers know that I am their driver. So that's really it. While I'm on here, though, I did want to see something. I have this inbox for those of you that are in Phoenix. This may be happening elsewhere. Upcoming changes to rates in your city. Beginning Friday, March 6th, so next week, there will be 2 sets of rates in your city based on a trip's pickup location. Higher rates for busier areas near the city center and lower rates for less busy areas outside of the city center. That's very important, especially to me, because I live outside of the city center. So, you know, my rates might be lower. Learn more. I'm going to hit learn more. Easier to understand rates. You'll see the rates you earn for every minute and every mile you drive. You no longer need to subtract the Uber service fee from these rates to determine your earnings. Rates are based on your Uber activation date. Okay, there's some big news coming out here. I'm going to screenshot this and put this up on Twitter for anybody that may be interested. Rates are based on your Uber activation date. From time to time, there may be differences between the rates displayed here and the rates you receive as reflected on your driver receipt. This may be due to timing differences, delays in updating, technical issues, or for other reasons. We do not guarantee that the rates displayed on this page will be the same as the rates you receive, and in the event of any such difference, the rates you receive shall be controlling. By using this portal, you acknowledge that the rates you will receive, as reflected on your driver's seat, control over any rates shown in this portal. So you can't really see this, but what I've got here is I've got a map of the greater Phoenix area. It includes Glendale, Surprise, Apache Junction, Gilbert, Buckeye. Um, it's a map of like almost Arizona. Change territory and vehicle settings. Your trip earnings are calculated using the rates below. These are the rates you will earn for every minute and mile you drive. Rates are based on your Uber activation date. Your full details on your earnings, rider payments, Uber fees, tap fare details on your trip receipt. So basically, the longer you've been driving, your rates are going to be affected. It doesn't say they're going to go up, just so we're clear. But let's take a look here. Base fare is going to be 30 cents. Oh, so there's a little thing right here. It says Phoenix, and it's got a blue dot next to it. That blue matches the color of this map, which seems to cover the entirety of Phoenix. So I'm going to kind of just zoom out here just to see. Wow. So yeah, this covers the same service area that my beacon covers. So basically, as of right now, as a driver in Phoenix, I'm just fine. My rates are not going to change near my home because I don't live that far from the center of Phoenix. I guess we're very fortunate that in Phoenix, we're so spread out, so everything is considered the city center. But check your area. This may affect things in your area. Let's go over these rates. Base fare is 30 cents. Long pickup fee is variable. I'm planning on talking about a long pickup fee later. And I just noticed you can kind of see the blue area, but you can't really read what I'm seeing. But the long pickup fee is something that's kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I definitely like that there's a long pickup fee because there's been some times when I've had to go a long distance, but it doesn't cover every mile and every minute that you drive to go pick up the passenger. My per mile rate hasn't changed. My per minute rate hasn't changed. Oh, threshold is 10 minutes. So this is actually more clear than what the long pickup fee was before. And I'm actually glad about this. This is an improvement. It used to be that I didn't know what my threshold was to start picking up a long pickup fee. But apparently if I have to go more than 10 minutes to pick somebody up, then I'm going to get a long pickup fee. Give me just a second. So anyway, if I got to go more than 10 minutes and to pick up somebody, then I get a long pickup fee. Now, here's the other thing. That is based, from my experience, based on Uber telling you this is how far you're going to have to drive. So you can't just go, oh, I got to take, it's going to take me 8 minutes to get to this passenger. I'm going to, drink some Kool-Aid for 2 minutes. I don't know why I said that. It's based on how long Uber thinks it's going to take you. And if it's more than 10 minutes, then you get a long pickup fee. My per mile rate and my per minute rate. My per mile in Phoenix is 60 cents a minute or a mile. And my per minute is 0.1275, so a little more than 12 cents per minute. And then my per minute wait time is 21 cents, and my minimum trip earnings is $2.62. There's a variable cancellation fee if it's driver initiated, and it's a $3.92 cancellation fee if it's a passenger initiated. But there's also a per mile per minute on that cancellation. So this is actually a lot more clear than what I've experienced in the past with this. So that's good. We're getting a lot more clarity. I like that we're getting a lot more clarity. And then we've got a booking fee. You will be charged a booking fee for every trip. The amount is posted and updated on uber.com/cities. So I have to go to uber.com/cities to find out what my booking fee is. Uber will collect this fee from riders on your behalf. Rates shown here may not apply to excluded trip types such as airport flat rate trips and minimum fare trips. Refer to your financial terms addendum for details. And then there's a disclaimer. Uber reserves the right to withhold, deduct, and reduce the amount of any fee payments that we determine or believe were in error, fraudulent, illegal, or in violation of driver terms. All cancellations paid in accordance with cancellation policy, and long pickup fees are paid in accordance with our long pickup fee policy, both of which have links. So this is actually really impressive that this has become more clear. Sorry about that. All right. And then the last thing is apparently I can change my territory. So, but Phoenix is my only option. So maybe I can, if I like go between two different things, um, but anyway, that's all I've got for now. Sorry about that. I've got my phone in my car and I was receiving a phone call, as you can see. Um, but anyway, that's all I got. And thanks for watching. And I will catch y'all later.